Good evening, everyone. Very nice to see the smiling names in chat this evening of Malcolm, Sissy, Paul, Carl. How are you guys doing? Looks like we have 16 people in here, only 4 talking, but that's okay. This is the reveal show. The reveal show is where we purchase spots in the rolls for that coming week, which are these for this week. We have a 1949D, a 1956D, a 1944D, 1954D, 1941D, 1946S, 1955D, and 1944S. Got a whole bunch of them coming up this week. Going to be awesome, great rolls. I certainly hope they will be. These did not come easy. They're very difficult to find, some of these. And here we are, ready to divvy out spots. We're going to announce each one of these individually, with the first one first, which will be the 1949D roll, reveal number 443. What we're going to do is I will announce what the roll is. I will give you a price per coin. There is a 3-coin maximum per person per roll. So you can only get 3 coins in each roll until we run out of spots. When we run out of spots and get down to the very end of the roll, then if there are spots left over, if we run out of people before we run out of spots, and we have spots left over at the end of the roll, then I'd be glad to allow people to take seconds. This is going to be a full week. Got 8 different reveals this week. I have them scheduled to be broadcast on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I believe. We're also going to be doing the nickel pull. The nickel proof pull will be this evening, as soon as this show is over, at around 7:30. And we will be selling tomorrow. We will be selling a set of spots in a penny proof pull, a Lincoln Cent proof pull. Got a whole bunch of new Lincoln Cent proofs, and we're going to be selling spots in those. So there's a whole lot of things coming up, a lot of activity going on the channel. I appreciate everyone's support, and I appreciate everyone being here. So to get us started, this 1949 D roll, I certainly wish I could have bought this for $19.95. That I'm imagining that label is probably at least 30 to 40 years old. And Eric says he may do a reveal or two at the end of the week. It depends on if he gets his office set up for it. But where we are right now, we are ready to go. I am appreciative there are 23 people in here. We'll see what we can get going here. My first roll is a 1949D BU roll. It's in a plastic tube. These are going to be $7.25 per coin. And for those of you who have not yet become, yes, they are BU. Actually, I have not even pulled the tape off of this, but they are red coins. That price sticker on there is probably from when I was in the 3rd grade. So don't pay attention to the price sticker on the cap. We just leave stuff alone when we get into something nice. We just leave it alone. I didn't peel the sticker off of this because I think I kind of like it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do reveal number 443. And this is for the new people who haven't been around before. When I do say go, it's going to sell out pretty quickly. And what you have to do is you have to be really quick to say how many spots you want. You say how many spots you want with the term bin. Buy it now. And you can say bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, or bin max, which would be bin 3. And you can get yourself involved in said spots by being one of the first people to ask to become involved. Because when I run out of spots in the roll, I run out of people and I no longer have any spots left. Just so you know, Be ready for it when the countdown comes if you want to be involved. Reveal number 443, 1949D, plastic tube drill, $7.25 per coin. We're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mark Thomas for 2, Yo Man for 3. Let's see, what do we have here? Crispy for 3. Then we have Mike Birchman for 3. Bo Palmer for 1. We've got Coins and Ghouls for 1. We've got Carl for 3. We have Sureg for 2. And then Paul Hampton for 1. Penny Hoarder for 3. And then Joe McBride for 2. Malcolm for 3. And let's see, James Worley for 2. Stanley for 3. Sissy for 3. Mr. Fletcher for 3. Mr. Sappington for 2. And let's see, who else do I get in here? Hello, Yo Man. Get him in. Let's see. Deanne wants 3. Good evening, Deanne and Scott. It popped up 4 seconds before I said it. Yeah, it probably will. The chat runs faster than the voice. So you have to watch for it to come up. Okay, I have a total of 4 spots remaining. I have Carl and Jim both already asking for additional spots. So what I'll do is I'll give each of them 2 additional spots. And we will be finished with this roll. We have none left. We are closed out on this 1949D roll. It will broadcast Wednesday. Next roll up, 1956D. We do 1956D on a pretty regular basis. It's a little spotty on the end there. But we do 1956D on a pretty regular basis, hoping that we run into some of the real good stuff that you can get in 1956D. And you never know when that opportunity may arise that we get something extremely nice. So we're going to try this one out. This is a reveal number 444. It is a 1956D plastic tubed roll. These are going to be $3 each. Max of 3, of course. And I'm going to count it down to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal number 444, 1956D, plastic tubed roll, $3 a piece. I've got Yo Man for 3. Crispy for 3. Deanne for 3. Mr. Birchman for 3. Sureg for 3. Let's see, what else do I have here? Penny Hoarder for 3. Mr. Fletcher for 3. Mr. McBride for 2. Carl for 3. Mr. Palmer for 3. Then I've got Malcolm for 3. Mark Thomas for 3. Stanley for 3. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Paul Hampton for 3. Sissy for 3. And let's see what I have left. I have a grand total of 2 remaining. 2 remaining, and those, I guess we'll go to Carl because he asked for them first. Okay, I'll put Mary Maddie in for 2. Instead of Carl, I'll put Mary Maddie in for 2. We want to get our new people involved as much as we can. Okay. Should I bill her or bill you, Malcolm? You just got an invoice from me, Joe? Aha. That means that the invoices for last night are finally working through. Amber had some issues today. Today was the first day of school for Jacksonville students. And so she's having a little bit of an issue getting around and getting everything done today. Okay, I'll bill you, Malcolm, and I've got them on here for Mary. Okay. That's going to do it for this roll. We are closed on this one. Now, 1944D. I haven't seen inside this roll. I have no idea what is in here, but I can tell you now, if the goodies are in here, they could be real nice. 1944D, we know the implication of there's two different OMMs that can be found in 1944D. So, could be a pretty high dollar roll. Could be. So, what we're going to do is $7.50 per coin. Max of 3, of course. And on this one, reveal number 445, we're going to get this one started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We've got Yo-Man for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Deanne for 3. Carl for 3. Sureg for 3. Crispy for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Joe McBride for 2. Malcolm for 3. Mike Birchman for 3. Paul Hampton for 1. Bo Palmer for 1. Got Stanley for 3. Mr. Worley for 3. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Richard Seppington for 2. Otis for 2. And Mary Maddie wants 3. And that's going to close us out. That will close us out on this roll with Mary Maddie's 3. I appreciate it, Mary. We're working on invoices currently, Mary, so the invoice will be to you very soon. Well, I appreciate that, Joe. I've been missing these too, actually. And I know Eric has. Eric is acting like he's having cocaine withdrawals. So, he's having his reveal withdrawals there. It's that 54D roll. This is what's going to come up next. 54D. It's going to be reveal number 446. Reveal 446. And it is a 1954D plastic tubed roll. We're going to be doing these at $3.95 per coin. We're going to start this one off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal number 446, 1954D. Nice BU roll. Yo-Man for 2, or for 3. I'm sorry, Yo-Man for 3. Then we got Mark Thomas for 2. Penny Hoarder for 3. Crispy for 3. Sureg for 3. Then we've got Mr. Birchman for 3. Joe McBride for 2. Malcolm for 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 2. Carl for 3. Stanley for 3. Deanne for 3. Bo Palmer for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Mary Maddie for 2. And what does that leave me here? Oh, my eyeball itches. Hang on a second. Yeah, what you do, Mary, is you type in what you want ahead of time, and then as soon as you see me enter the title of that roll into the chat, you hit your enter key. As soon as it comes across, we'll get you added. Otis wants 2, I'm sorry. So Mary for 2 and Otis for 2. Turns out we've got 3 remaining. Carl wants 2 of them, so I'll give them to Carl. And if we have any others who want one. Wait a minute, we got Sissy now. Sissy wants to bin, and she is a first-timer in this roll, so I will give her all 3 that she wants, and that will close the roll. Sissy gets 3, and that will close the roll. Carl, I'm just going to give you the 3 that you initially got. Try to get as many different people in this windfall as possible, hoping that it's a great windfall. Now, here is a roll I've only seen a couple of times. These are very scarce. 1941D. 1941D, the RPMs and double dies in this particular... Yeah, I got Otis in there. I got Otis for 2. 1941D is actually very tough to come by. Very tough to come by, and they're not easy to find the die varieties in. So the first fact that your rolls are kind of scarce, and then the second fact that your die varieties are kind of scarce, really makes this one a treat. Never know exactly what we're going to come up with in any of the rolls, but you never know until you give it a shot. So this is going to be reveal number 447. It's a 1941D plastic tube roll. We're going to be doing these at $8.25 per coin. $8.25 per coin, and we're going to go on this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yo Man gives 3. Crispy for 3. Joe for 1. Jim Fletcher for 3. And we've got Deanne for 3. Mr. Worley for 2. Penny Hoarder for 3. Malcolm for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Sureg for 3. And let's see, we've got Carl for 3. Bo Palmer for 1. Sissy Atwell for 3. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Mike Birchman for 3. We've got Otis for 2. Then we have Paul Hampton for 1. Stanley for 3. Mary Maddie for 3. She's getting the hang of it real quickly. Okay, and we have one additional at the end of the roll, and it will go to Joe McBride. He only got 1 initially in this roll, and he'll take another one. So I will give this one to Joe McBride. And that will do it for this one. We'll have to move on to the next roll. I certainly wish everyone great luck with this 1941D roll. 1946S, there's another one that we typically can find some pretty decent stuff in. Typically we find pretty decent stuff. There were 3 different kinds of mint marks for this particular year. There's over 40 different repunch mint marks known. There is an OMM known. There's a double die obverse, at least 1 or 2 double die obverses that I know of. One's really nice and shows in Liberty. So, yeah, here we are with a 1946S roll. These things are expensive. They're over $225 a roll anyway. And where we're going to be on these is $9.75 per coin. And we're going to start this one at $9.75 per coin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'll let Yo Man slide in. I think I went just a little bit slow on my countdown. Bo Palmer for 1, Paul Hampton for 1, Otis for 1. We got Malcolm for 3. We got Stanley for 3. We got Carl for 3. Sissy for 3. We've got Jim Fletcher for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. And then, let's see, Crispy for 3. Deanne for 3. Mr. Birchman for 3. And we've got Mark Thomas for 2. Mr. Worley for 3. And we've got Coins and Ghouls for 1. Sureg for 2. And, okay, Klaus, in order to incorporate you into this, we would have to have you register first. What I need, I'm going to give you an email address here. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. What I need is your YouTube name, your real name, which is probably the same as your YouTube name, and the email address where we can send a PayPal invoice that you can pay. Whatever email address you have registered with PayPal. We'll take that information down, and as soon as we do, you will be registered. There is no deposit. Registration is free. But I need that information prior to incorporating you in a role because I have to be able to send you an invoice tonight. Okay, we're going to put Mary Maddie in for 2 on this one. And I think I've got everybody caught up. Let's see. Where was I? Make sure Crispy Mofo got his 3. Deanne got 3. Mike Birchman got 3. Mark Thomas for 2. James Worley for 3. Coins and Ghouls got 1. Sureg got 2. And Mary Maddie got in for 2. Right now, I will put Carl in for 1 more. And then I'll put Mr. Fletcher in for 1 more for now. And I will let Klaus Blem take his 2, but he's going to have to send me a registration in order to seal the deal on that. And if we don't get that, then I'll sell them during the show or I'll give them away, one or the other. Let's see, let me get over to email and see if Klaus is going to send me the registration. Now let's see. Get the proper account put up over here. And, okay. So I'm ready for your email, Klaus, whenever you send it in. And this one is going to be that. Okay. Next. We have 2 remaining. One of them is a little less expensive, and the other one's a little more expensive. So we have 2 remaining. We got number 449. Number 449 is a 1955D roll. We've had some luck with 55D over time, I'll tell you what. We're going to run this one at $3.50 per coin. And on this one, we are going to start this one off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's reveal number 449, 1955D. Plastic tubed roll. Got Joe McBride for 2. Yo Man for 3. Deanne for 3. Crispy for 3. Then we got Mark Thomas for 2. Jim Fletcher for 3. Mr. Birchman for 3. And let's see, who else do we have left? Mr. Birchman Sureg for 3. Carl for 3. Malcolm for 3. Tim Crowell for 3. Then we've got Coins and Ghouls for 1. Penny Hoarder for 3. And we've got Mr. Palmer for 3. Stanley for 3. We're going to run out this time. Sissy Atwell for 3. Otis for 1. Paul Hampton for 3. And that's where it stops. Paul Hampton gets 2. And we're at the end of the roll. Paul Hampton gets 2, and we're at the end of the roll. So we move on to the next roll. This is a 1944S. Oh, hang on. I didn't even put the 55D up there so you could look at the cap. But there it is. Now, last roll. Last and final roll for the week. 1944S. Looks like I purchased this in October of 2020. So, yeah. October 2020 is when I bought this roll. And let's see. It's a 1944S. We're going to do this one for $7 per coin. $7 per coin. Hang on a second. I made a mistake on my pricing here. I had this one priced too high. It's only $7 per coin, not $8. So, $7 per coin. Hey, Amber. And did you get finished with the invoices, Miss Amber? $7 per coin. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, Joe, these are all tubed rolls. Got Yo Man for 3. We've got Crispy for 3. Deanne for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. We've got Carl for 3. Joe for 1. Malcolm for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Paul Hampton for 1. James Worley for 3. Otis for 2. Bo for 1. I did not put Bo in there. Okay, I did not put Bo in there already. Okay. Sometimes I get fried in the brain here. Mike Birchman for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Got Parviz for 3. Hello, Parviz. We got Stanley for 3. Got Sureg for 3. Mr. Sappington for 1. And then we've got Sissy for 3. Oh, but she's not going to get 3. She only gets 2, and that's the last person in the roll. Unfortunately, I cannot get Amber. Oh, see, Amber. Amber did get finished with the invoices, by the way. So I can understand it was a hectic day. I was telling everybody you were putting your kids back in school today, so it's been kind of a tough day. I thought it said Big Mac at first, but then I figured out it was Ben Max and C and an X are only one key off of each other. So here we go. Let's see. About close. Got you, sir. Thank you very much. Klaus Blem is now able to bid or participate as a family member. Thank you, Klaus. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Unfortunately, we just got finished with the last of the rolls that we're doing this week and the purpose of this show. However, if you would like to watch the proof pull and watch how that goes and how people win in that, it will be coming up in about 5, maybe 10 minutes. I got a couple more things I want to get situated before I get started. And then I will get started on that. And you guys will be able to watch and win, perhaps, some pretty cool stuff. So we're done with this show. We will get the invoices sent out for these perhaps tonight, possibly tomorrow. However, you will get the invoices on these very soon. Now remember, processing on these takes a week to 2 weeks, and they go to Florida for processing. So we cannot ship these to you with auction items. Auction items are shipped completely separately from these. Auction items are shipped from North Carolina, and the reveal coins are shipped from South Florida. So, of course, they can't be shipped together. Nope, sorry, JJ Addict. We've sold everything today. Okay, Amber, we'll get to them tonight. Amber, no exceptions on these. They're pretty much the same as every other week. I will go ahead and blank the sheet and get it sorted for you before we move on to the next broadcast. Looks like I'll be ready to broadcast in probably about 8 to 10 minutes on the Proof Pull show. And if you guys want to go ahead and go over there and start waiting, that's where I'll be in just a few minutes. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in a few.